This is Thomas Paul's week number 16. As you can see, this is the UN building, and I just visited the Secretary General of the United Nations, very much on top of the building, and I'm just coming outside and will go to the revolving gun now because I want to talk about the United Nations, in principle being an organization to prevent war. So here I'm back again, still in the United Nations compound. You see the pistol you cannot use any longer. It's a present from Luxembourg to the United Nations of 1988. Okay, here I'm standing in front of another gift from South Africa to the United Nations, but back to our pistol. The United Nations was started after the Second World War to prevent war. And we have to discuss today that there is a misconstruction with the veto powers, because many of those veto powers have been involved in wars the last decades. So often they protect themselves, and the United Nations definitely needs to restructure this. Okay, the World Evangelical Alliance will not be the one that has the power to change this, but we have to mention it because we are in favor of peace. But let's talk about the United Nations. For me, the United Nations is just all the states of the world piled on each other. And those states are sometimes good, sometimes bad. The United Nations is as good and as bad as all the nations together. It has its brilliant parts, like the World Food Programme, which was created after Biafra, where people died because there was not enough drinking water, and the drinking water was 200 kilometers away, but no one brought it. This never has happened again since then, because this World Food Programme has the right to intervene in situations like this. We have other very parts of the United Nations which you could question and where we have problems with, but we believe to engage with the United Nations is as important as engaging with the governments of our states, good or bad. And as this is about the world, and we have a lot of problems, refugees, all kinds of problems which you only can solve together. The plastic treaty, less plastic into the ocean, as believers, as people believing that this is God's creation, we feel obliged to work together with good, willing people from all over the world within the UN, to change the UN where needed, to cooperate with them where possible, but to assure that this planet is a planet that is worth living in, and also to assure that human rights and especially religious freedom are on the agenda. I spoke with the Secretary General in detail about religious freedom questions, and we are happy that we have a Christian that is the General Secretary in the moment, and trying to bring some of the Christian values into this huge global body. Thank you very much.